Liverpool spent a lot of money last summer, and they expected much more from it. Wirtz was one of the biggest signings in Europe. Isak came in to lead the attack, while Frimpong and Kerkez were supposed to add something different from the wide areas. But Liverpool finished fifth. Wirtz had a difficult first season. Isak struggled to stay fit, and the team never looked as good as the money spent on it suggested. Since then, even more has changed. Salah has left. Iraola is now the manager, and Liverpool have decided to give most of these players another chance. And I think that makes this season very important. Liverpool could have gone back into the market and tried to rebuild again. They chose not to. They still believe in Wirtz. They still believe in Isak. Most of the players brought in for this new Liverpool team are still part of the plan. So this time, they have changed the manager and the way they want to play. Now we should get a much better idea of where the real problem was. Were these players simply struggling in a system that did not suit them? Or did Liverpool make mistakes when they built this squad? Because after spending this much money and changing the manager, another poor season would be very difficult to explain. So, can Iraola finally make this Liverpool team work? Let's talk about it. But before we move forward, hit the like button to support the channel and subscribe if you're new here. Let's get into it. Liverpool could have lost patience with Wirtz and Isak after last season. They did not, and there is a reason for that. Neither player suddenly became bad. Wirtz was being asked to do a lot in a team that never really looked settled. He moved around too much, dropped deep to find the ball, and often ended up far from the areas where he is most dangerous. Isak had a different problem. His season kept getting broken up by injuries, so Liverpool rarely had a long run where the attack could properly grow around him. That matters, because both players were signed for very clear reasons. Liverpool wanted Wirtz to become one of the main creators in the team. They wanted Isak to give them goals, movement, and a striker who could make defenders uncomfortable in different ways. Those ideas still make sense. The question was whether Liverpool could put them in the right positions often enough. That is why the club has not given up on either player.
The thing is to value especially the players that we have right now in the squad, and I think we have a lot of quality in our squad and really looking forward to work with them.
They are not hoping for something completely new. They are hoping Iraola can get much more from what is already there. There is a good reason Liverpool may believe Iraola can get more from these players. His teams like to press high, win the ball quickly, and attack before the other team has time to get back into shape.
We have to be a team that we know works hard, intense, aggressive, vertical, so everyone can be identified, everyone can feel comfortable supporting this team.
That should suit this Liverpool squad. Szoboszlai has the energy to press and cover a lot of ground. Gravenberch is very good at carrying the ball forward when space opens up. Frimpong and Kerkez also like to get forward, so they should enjoy a style that lets Liverpool attack quickly. The biggest change could come around Wirtz and Isak. Last season, Liverpool were often too slow when they attacked. By the time the ball reached Isak, the defence was already ready for him. Wirtz also received the ball in crowded areas where it was hard to create anything. Iraola will want Liverpool to reach those players earlier. If they win the ball higher up the pitch, Wirtz can receive it while there is still space in front of him, and Isak has more room to run behind the defence. That should make Liverpool much harder to defend. Of course, we still need to see how it works in real matches. But on paper, Iraola's football looks like a much better fit for several of Liverpool's key players. And after what happened last season, that is exactly what they need. People will probably compare Iraola with Klopp because both managers like aggressive football. But Liverpool should not try to copy the old team. The squad is too different now. Salah has gone. The midfield has changed, and Isak gives Liverpool a very different type of striker. So Iraola needs to build a style that fits the players he has now. That also means changing the way Liverpool think about control. Klopp's best teams often looked strongest when the game became fast and physical. This Liverpool side may need a little more variety. There will be times when they press hard and attack quickly, but there will also be matches where they need to slow things down and keep the ball. That is why Iraola should not be judged by how much his team reminds people of Klopp. He needs to make these players comfortable in their own roles. Last season, Liverpool often looked unsure about what to do once the first attacking idea failed. That has to change. The team needs a clear plan for different types of matches, not just one way of playing. Wirtz could be one of the biggest winners under Iraola. Last season, he often dropped too deep or moved too far from goal just to get involved. That gave him touches, but not enough moments where he could really hurt the other team. Liverpool need him closer to Isak. From there, he can receive the ball in better areas and make quicker decisions. He can turn towards goal, play a short pass into Isak, or find someone making a run from wide. That is where Wirtz is most dangerous. Liverpool spent huge money on him because they believed he could become one of the main players in this team.
I just had to stay strong in my mind and keep believing myself that at one point it has to click. And because I was telling myself, you did so good in Germany, you can't just forget how to play football like this here.
So this season, they should stop moving him around too much, give him a clear role in the middle and let him grow into it. If Iraola does that, we should finally see more of the player Liverpool thought they were signing. Isak's job is also different this season. With Salah gone, Liverpool will need more goals from other parts of the team. That puts more pressure on Isak. We already know what he can do when he is fit. He can run behind defenders, move into the channels, and finish chances from different areas. The bigger issue last season was staying available for long enough. Injuries kept breaking his rhythm, and that made it harder for Liverpool to build the attack around him. This year, that becomes even more important. Wirtz needs time to understand his movement. The fullbacks need to know when to cross early and when to wait. Midfielders also need to learn when Isak wants the ball into his feet and when he wants it played into space. That only comes from playing together regularly. So for Isak, this season is not only about scoring more goals. Liverpool also need him on the pitch often enough to become the striker the whole attack can depend on. Liverpool still have a clear problem on the right. No one is going to replace Salah completely, and Liverpool should not even try to find another version of him. But they still need someone who can make that side dangerous. At the moment, there is no clear senior attacker who owns that position. That is why the links with Bradley Barcola are interesting. He is a very good player, but most of his best football has come from the left. So signing him would add quality, but Liverpool would still need to think about how the right side actually works. That is the important part. They should not sign another attacker just because he is a big name. They need someone who fits the shape of the team and gives them something they do not already have. If they get that wrong, Liverpool could spend more money without fixing the real problem. Frimpong and Kerkez give Liverpool a lot from wide areas. Both like to get forward, and that can help the players in the middle.
He just knew how to use me. He knew I could help the team a lot with my speed and my ability to get past people. Just practicing your final third balls, when to run, so you're not offside.
If they provide the width, Wirtz does not have to keep drifting towards the touchline. Isak can also stay closer to goal instead of moving outside just to find space. That sounds good, but there is a risk. If both fullbacks go forward at the same time and Liverpool lose the ball, there can be a lot of open space behind them. That is where the midfield has to help. Sometimes one midfielder may need to stay deeper. In other matches, Iraola may ask one fullback to hold back while the other pushes forward. It does not need to look the same every week. The main thing is that Liverpool cannot attack with everyone at once and expect the defence to deal with every counter-attack. Frimpong and Kerkez can make the team more dangerous. Iraola just needs to use them in a way that doesn't leave Liverpool too open. The attack will get most of the attention, but I think the defence could be the bigger worry. Konate has left, Robertson is gone, Bradley has had injury problems, and Leone is still recovering. That leaves Liverpool with less room for mistakes. Iraola likes his team to defend high up the pitch. When the press works, that is fine. Liverpool can keep the other team far from goal and win the ball back quickly. The problem starts when that press is beaten. Then the defenders can be left with a lot of space behind them, and they may have to deal with quick attackers 1 against 1. Van Dijk can handle that better than most, but Liverpool cannot rely on him to fix everything for a full season. There will be injuries, rotation, and bad form at some point. That is why the depth at the back matters so much. If Iraola does not trust the defenders behind his press, he may have to make the whole team a little safer. And that could also take something away from the aggressive football Liverpool want to play. Liverpool should enjoy open matches. When the other team pushes forward, there is more space to attack. That gives Isak room to run and gives Wirtz more time on the ball. The harder games will be against teams that sit deep.
After we will have a lot of games, a lot of questions you make me is, no, if you face low blocks and this, I always say is, okay, I prefer to face low blocks in terms of, okay, we will be in control of the games, probably we will concede less chances, we will spend a lot of time in opposition half, and those are the scenarios that we have to find.
At Anfield, many opponents will be happy to defend with numbers behind the ball and make Liverpool do all the work. That changes the game. Isak has less room behind the defence and Wirtz will often receive the ball with several players around him. Liverpool will then need more patience. They have to move the ball from side to side, wait for gaps to appear and make the right runs at the right time. This is where Iraola will be tested in a different way. His teams are usually very good when matches become fast and open, but Liverpool will also need to win slower games where the other team refuses to take risks. If Iraola can solve that problem, Liverpool will be much harder to stop. This is why Iraola's first season matters so much. Liverpool have already shown that they believe in the main players. Now the manager has to prove that belief makes sense. He has a squad with enough quality to compete. What he needs is a team that knows how to use that quality properly. That means getting Wirtz involved in the right areas, keeping Isak fit, finding an answer on the right and making sure the fullbacks do not leave the defence exposed. If those things improve, Liverpool could look very different from last season. If they do not, the club will have much bigger decisions to make next summer. So this is not just another season under a new manager. It is the season where Liverpool find out whether this version of the team is worth continuing with. Do you think Iraola can make it work? Or do Liverpool still need bigger changes? Tell me in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe for more football discussions like this.